I'm Ben Thorson from Wheaton. I'm Ben Thorson from Wheaton.
I'm Jay Calentine from West Chicago.
I'm Daniel Kowalczyk from Arlington Action Heights.
I'm Steven Ryan from West Chicago.
My name is Christian Perez, and I'm from Manatí, Puerto Rico.
I'm Mike Cortez, and I'm from West Chicago.
I'm Christian Karstens, and I'm from Glen Ellen.
I'm Noah Jones from Wheaton, Illinois.
I play football because I love the team atmosphere, and I love going out on Friday nights and going against another team and really just going out there and putting all we have out there.
I'm playing this sport because it's something that I've always loved, and I love contact and hitting people, so it's my favorite thing to do.
I'm playing football because it allows me to be physical while also being athletic, which as a larger guy, you don't get to do that often.
I'm playing this sport because it's a lot of fun. I love the guys, and I really enjoy the way the game is played and the dynamics of it.
I play football because you get to hit people, and I'm with all my boys.
I'm playing this sport because it's fun and really pushes my limits. It's one of my favorite sports to play.
Being a senior on the team is really different from any other role there is because you really have to step into a leadership position and really bring along your team with you.
Being a senior, it just means you have more leadership and more people will be looking up to you. So you just need to be careful about what you do and what you say because everyone will be watching. It means a lot to be a senior on my team. I get to be a leader now, step up, and encourage younger kids to do the same.
Being a senior means that I have a lot of influence on the younger kids. I have to be a leader and make the right decisions.
Means a whole lot to me, being a leader for kids who are younger than us and showing them what to do.
I go to Wheaton Academy because it's filled with great godly people who push you to be a better person.
Wheaton Academy because my parents love the school and they wanted me to go and get a Christian education.
Because I love the atmosphere, I love the people, and I'm glad that I'm able to grow here. I'm at Wheaton Academy because it is a place where I can grow spiritually and really get to know people who love the Lord and can push me further closer to Christ.
Aloha and hello. I'm Jimmy Pianis. Welcome to the first episode of Ready, Set, Talk. I'm here with Peter Crow.
Hi, I'm Gwen here with Coach Bowling. Coach, we had a tough loss last week against the Knights, but we did so many things well. What are you most proud of from last week's game?
Yeah, I'm really proud of the way the boys came out and they fought last week. I mean, IC is a big team. They got a lot of numbers. They're the two-time defending 3A state champs. A lot of people are picking them to go to 4A, and I feel like we came out and we battled, and we were right there with them for a large part of the game. So I'm proud of the way we fought.
What can you tell us about the game plan tonight?
Yeah, I think the game plan tonight is to come out and just play physical, play fast, hit big plays. I mean, these guys are 3-0, and so we're looking to really just come out and just kind of start it off fast. So we got to limit their big plays. We got to hit big plays.
All right, thank you, Coach. Back to you in the booth.
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Performance Trust Field on the campus of Wheaton Academy for tonight's varsity football contest between the visitors from St. Francis, the St. Francis Spartans, and the Wheaton Academy Warriors. At this time, please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats. And join me in an opening prayer, followed by the singing of the national anthem by Wheaton Academy senior Elena Solberg. Let us pray together. God, we come before you tonight giving you thanks and praise for the privilege of being here together to witness the competition between these two great schools that honor and glorify your name. We pray that all that is done and said tonight would bring glory to you and to you alone. We give you the thanks and praise in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Performance Trust Field here on the campus of Wheaton Academy in West Chicago, Illinois. We are back and better than ever, excited for a great game here at Performance Trust Stadium underneath the Friday night lights. My name is Daniel Smith, a teacher and coach here at Wheaton Academy, and I am joined by an amazing crew of students and teachers whose primary job it is to bring you a crisp and entertaining live stream experience wherever it is you are tuning in. Matt Hockett, head of YTV and our live stream team, is the man behind the scenes who makes all of this possible, and it is to him and his crew of Chaz, Daniel, Kenna, Andrew, Aiden, Gwen, Matthew, Wesley, and Miss Burek that we owe our thanks for the phenomenal camera work, detailed graphics, slow motion replays, and much, much more. It's rivalry weekend as crosstown rival St. Francis has come to town. It's been over 10 years since these teams have last faced off, and we know we're in for a treat tonight. The atmosphere is electric, and the Maroon Platoon is out in droves. We can feel the energy up in the booth. As you can see, it's a blackout. I'm back with Connor Beatty. Connor, can you give us a little insight into what you expect, maybe a player who we should keep an eye out for?
Well, you can definitely expect a very eventful and impactful game. Wheaton Academy is St. Francis, their biggest rivals. So it's just going to be a very jam-packed game full of excitement and everything.
No doubt about it.
Make sure that you watch out for Trevor Donna, Gerald Blackman, and Justin Hawker, because they have made some incredible plays and incredible tackles.
No doubt about it. Gerald Blackman, one of the captains tonight, along with Derek Johannick, Ben Thorson, and Josh Shower. St. Francis brought a great crew out themselves. They're just a few miles up the road, and it looks like they're wearing white to counter our black. You see them there at the top of your screen. The Warriors coming out in their fresh new black uniforms with black helmets and white numbers. Francis in the white with the blue. And we are ready for a great matchup tonight. Thanks for joining us live at home. The kickoff is underway shortly here in West Chicago. Fielded around the 20. That's Blackman. He's looking to cut up field. He's got room, still on his feet, spins out a 1, and a great starting field position for the Warriors around the 40-yard line. Let's take a look at our Warrior offense. Christian Carson's actually out with injury tonight. I believe starting in his spot is Jeremiah Staten. Steve Ryan, Noah Jones, Mike Cortez, and Justin Hocker will be the wide receiver by committee. And on the O-line, the Parez brothers on the left, Kowalczyk and Sione on the right, and in the middle, the captain, the C on his chest, and in the position book, Derek Johannick, your center. Thorson going to start in the shotgun. Quick handoff to Staten up the gut. He's hit and dropped immediately for no gain. So as I just alluded, Karstens hurt his shoulder in last week's matchup against the Knights, and he will not be in uniform tonight. He's on the sideline in street clothes. We wish him our best. Hopefully he can bounce back soon. Number 22, Jeremiah Staten, will start in his place, and he stands on Thorson's left, who once again starts out in the shotgun.
As you watch tonight, you can watch as their defense really tries to attack our offense. Over the past 3 games, they have only given up a total of 27 points.
Thorson looking, throws deep left side to Ryan, over the shoulder, just too far. Even if he caught that, I believe he was going to step out of bounds, but a beautiful ball there thrown by Ben Thorson. St. Francis comes into tonight's matchup 3-0, undefeated on the season. They beat Fenton 2 weeks ago, 35-0, and Burlington Central a week ago, 35-7. So some impressive, they're coming in on an impressive 3-game winning streak. Wheaton Academy comes into this game at 2-1, their loss coming last week against Immaculate Conception. 3rd and 10. Thorson steps up into the pocket, throws a BB over the middle, and it doesn't come down. No one comes down with the grab. So looks like it's going to be a quick 3-and-out for the Warriors as they send on the punt team. Number 13, Jack Ryken on to punt. Mike Cortez once again is out with a concussion, so Ryken takes over the punting duties along with his field goal kicking responsibilities. So not the drive that the Warriors wanted to start. Punt almost blocked, but it's a beauty. Fair catch is signaled for, and the Spartans will start around their 25-yard line. Let's take a look at our defense here. Wheaton Academy last week gave up the most points that they've given up all season. However, in talking to coaches this week, we're looking to bounce back and have a great performance both in the trenches and in the secondary. We will get the defense to you shortly after this next play. There you see the pep band. We pull out all the stops here tonight. It's a great atmosphere here at Performance Trust Stadium. Warriors in the traditional 4-3 defense. St. Francis looking, throws a quick hitch route, and it's caught for about a gain of 8.
Taken down by number 6, Trevor Donna.
Trevor Donna coming off of a 10-tackle game last week. Jay Callentine, a 10-tackle game last week. So big performances from the linebacking core. Brings up 2nd and 5. Once again, Francis going to throw. Quarterback's feeling the pressure. Takes a step up in the pocket and says, plays hot potato with his wide receiver. Didn't want any part of that pressure from the Warrior defense. And it's going to be an incomplete pass, bringing up 3rd down. Looks like Sebastian Parez was in the backfield, his brother Chris. And the quarterback, that is sophomore Tommy Rittenhouse for the Spartans. Got rid of that one quick. 3rd and 5. Quick out route caught. Still on his feet, has room. He's got speed. That's number 7, Joe Lang, and he's brought down about their gain of 7, but that's enough to move the sticks. He eludes the first tackler, that is Donna. He's slowed up by Sam Palmer and then eventually tripped up by Callentine. So Joe Lang is one of the playmakers for the Spartans. Keep an eye on him. Number 7 coming out of the backfield. Another quick out route. Caught, hit, and brought down after a gain of 5. So this is the first St. Francis game I've seen, Connor, but it looks like their MO so far has been quick drops for the quarterback, maybe a 2-step, 3-step drop, and he's getting rid of it before he can feel the pressure. Quarterback looking, rolling to his right. Is going to tuck it and run and steps out of bounds after a gain of 3.
We're going to need to watch out for their offense tonight because they're averaging every single game at 32 points a game, but let's see if our defense can stop them.
Should be a great battle. I think we have the edge in the trenches, which is the offensive defensive line. I think we have a bit more size than they do, so it should be a battle we'll keep an eye on all night long. Another quick out route caught. He's drugged down. Can't tell who exactly made the tackle. Looks like that's number 10, Gerald Blackman. So nothing too flashy yet for the Spartans, but they are moving the chains. That's their second first down. That was caught by Tyler Bishop, the freshman, I believe, number 6. Rittenhouse looks to throw. Throws high off the fingertips. Dangerous play there as Justin Hocker was all over it. Take a look at this replay. He was looking left the whole way. Sebastian Parez was jumping up, got in the face of the quarterback, caused the overthrow there. Nice job by the Warrior defensive line. 3 wide receivers left, 2 on the right. Empty backfield. QB rolling right, man in his face. He's just going to get rid of it and sling it out of bounds. That brings up 3rd and 10. I see a flag on the play. I'm afraid that's going to be roughing the passer. Let's see what the call is. It is a personal foul, roughing the passer. Let's see on our replay. I think Christian Parez was chasing him down. Maybe there was a little push in the back after the play. There's Parez chasing him. And you saw the camera move away, but if there was contact made, it definitely was roughing. So crucial penalty there for the Warriors. That's going to give Francis a first down. So Francis now in the red zone. Warrior defense really looking to get tough here, not give up any early points. Justin Hocker and Gerald Blackman on the corners. Steve Ryan, Noah Jones are your safeties. First handoff of the game goes to Lang. He's grabbed in the backfield and dropped. Somebody got a hand of jersey, held him up just enough for the few other black jerseys to join the party. That's Donna hanging on. Gives Derek Johannick a chance to come over and finish him off. That brings up 2nd and 10. Right at just out of field goal position, so we would love to force a turnover here. Ooh, great hit there by Blackman, but it is caught, so a gain of about 8 for the Spartans. I mean, let's take a look. That's a 1-step drop. That's pretty much immediately the quarterback, right when he receives the snap, he's looking for one of his wide receivers. Might be interesting to see if we adjust our coverage styles, maybe try to press a little bit more as the game goes on. Third and 1. Big 3rd down for the Warrior defense. And defensive coordinator Mikey Swider. Handoff up the middle. He's got space. He's going to pick up the first. Still going. Shrugs off one tackler, and he's going to take that to the end zone and score. That is number 23, Henry Plamondon, the senior, who scores the opening touchdown of the game and gives the Spartans a 6-0 lead.
Definitely a big deal, but you can hear the sidelines of both teams just rising up and roaring over everything even more after that.
Yep, the fans are full of energy. We knew it wasn't going to be a shutout tonight. So the Warrior offense will have a chance to match on their next drive. Looked like on that one there were a couple missed tackles, and then Francis had a pretty big block there to spring him loose. Extra point is blocked. That's Jay Callentine around the edge. It's going to keep the score at 6 and give the Warriors a bit of momentum as they move into their second offensive possession of the game. Let's take a look. Looks like the snap was fumbled. Gives Callentine enough time to get around and take it off the chest.
What a play.
So some of the coaching keys to victory and talking with the coaches this week. As always, number one goal is to limit turnovers. We have to protect the rock. We can't give it away and give St. Francis extra possessions. So we want to make sure that we secure it, do not fumble, and have good decision-making from quarterback Ben Thorson. Then we've just got to execute. Coach Tunn and our offense is very balanced attack. We love to spread it out and throw, but we also have had a solid running game, averaging a little over 5 yards a carry on the season. So we can definitely pound the ball when we need to. We just have to execute and then stay healthy. We've lost about a player each week. Obviously, Karstens and Cortez, the primary starters who are not playing tonight. We're just hoping that we stay healthy, get some young guys to step up, and make a big play. Game's not going to be given to us, Connor. We got to go out there and earn it. So we'll see what the offense can do on our second drive.
It's like you said, this team, St. Francis, they really have a nose for turnovers, so we really got to watch out for that. So I completely agree with you on that.
Pooch kick, fielded by Blackman, fumbled, but he scoops it up. And he's brought down around the 25-yard line. Ball springs loose, but he was down well before, so on goes the Warrior offense. Even though last week the final score was not what we expected, there were a lot of highlights for the Warriors. Ben Thorson threw TD passes to both Noah Jones and Steve Ryan, who have kind of emerged as our primary scoring threats through the air. We were bruised but not broken after facing ICCP. A very talented team, but we held our own, earned a lot of respect across the conference. And there were 175 penalty yards for ICCP. It was a long game, an ugly game. As the Warriors take over, Jones looking to get the edge. He's upended after about a gain of 2 or 3. Clock continues to tick just under 8 minutes.
Gain of 3 on the play brings up a 2nd down and 7 for Wheaton Academy from the 34-yard line.
St. Francis transferring in from the Chicago Catholic League, a stout conference with some pretty big names. They decided to join the MSC this year. We're glad to have them back, renew the rivalry. This is the first time each of these teams have met in quite some time. Run for Staten comes up short, maybe gains 1 if that.
Taken down at the line of scrimmage.
There you see the Maroon Platoon, the blackout, just waiting to pop and support our Warriors.
There they are, getting ready, pumping up our team.
3rd and 7. Thorson looking, has a man in his face, finds Staten, who turns it upfield. Looks like he's going to be dropped right at the first down marker. They're going to move the chains.
Good enough for a first down.
So the Warriors pick up their first down. Great job by Staten to try to drive a little bit and get that extra inch that we needed. Thorson does a great job of not panicking when a man was in his face, finds the safety valve for Staten, and we move the chains. So 1st and 10, ball approaching midfield. Thorson's going to keep it. He's got room. Carries a tackler forward for one of our biggest gains on the ground so far, about a gain of 7.
Taken down at the 49-yard line by Enzo Rendina.
There you see, looks like a quarterback read option, little RPO, and he sees a man kind of already busting up the backfield on the side of Jeremiah Stanton, so he decided to take it himself. 2nd and 3. Noah Jones, Steve Ryan, Justin Hocker on the right, Gerald Blackman on the left. It's a swing pass to Hocker. He's got blockers, looks to cut it upfield. brought down by his ankles, but it's going to be enough to pick up the first down.
Forced out of bounds by Clay Gorski of the Spartans. Again, it'll be enough for a first down.
Great job by number 55, Noel Sione, who was blocking, as well as Steve Ryan, helping his buddy wide receiver get some space.
Talking to some of the members of the team today, they've been really studying for this team game, and they've been studying the team itself. So they've been saying that they are 3-0, but they have gone up against some teams that they think that they are going to be their biggest fight yet.
Gotcha. So they did have some impressive victories, but the Warriors are battle-tested. Staten on first down doesn't get much.
Taken out by number 8, Marcus Ingold of St. Francis. Gain of 1 on the play. Brings up a second down and 9 for Wheaton Academy.
We appreciate those of you who are watching at home. We love your comments in the comments section, cheering on your Warriors. Any shout-outs that you send our way, we do read. Thank you again to all our viewers. Check us out on YouTube. Spread the word. Here's the link on the screen, youtube.com/WheatonAcademyORG for any of our live stream opportunities. 2nd and 9. Thorson rolling left. Going to throw across his body way downfield to his favorite target, Jones. Oh, and the ball is just batted away. Perfect ball there thrown by Ben. Couldn't tell if the defensive back got a hand in or if Jones dropped that one or what. It was on the opposite side of the field from us. But a potential for a big play just comes up short. I mean, that's a tough throw across the body, but he flicks it about 40 yards. And you see the hands go up to the helmet in disappointment, so maybe he thinks he should have had that one. Tough play either way.
That was a definite bomb pass by Thorson. He is known in this school for throwing those kind of passes just in an absolute accurate way that just mind blows everyone.
Makes it look easy. Man in his face. It's a screen pass to Staten. He's hit hard. Shrugs him off, though. Still churning his feet. And he's not going to get the first. So let's see. We're probably in 4-down territory because this is a little bit out of Riken's range. Looking at like a 60-yard field goal. So let's see if we're going to go for it because it's going to be 4th and short.
There you see the cheerleaders with their junior cheer squad. All those little pink and purple pom-poms, they are the junior cheer. So junior cheer, as we said last week, they are the little girls from the community, from the faculty, kids, and everything that just joined the cheerleaders for a week in the game.
Well, hey, this is the best game to do it. It's packed. Not a seat in the house on both sides. Big 4th down conversion for the Warriors to keep this drive alive. 4th and 2. Good coaching there by head coach Brad Thornton, going for the hard count to try to draw St. Francis off sides. If you can get a freebie first down, you'll always take it. But now they're going to take a timeout to see if we can talk things over. There you see Staten's not going to be brought down by just one arm tackle. Great job by him to make it a manageable 4th down for the Warriors. Thorson talking to his OC, Steve Tunn. Here's Coach Swider talking to his special teams unit. And Coach Thornton at the helm, talking to number 58, Christian Parez. Hopefully he's telling him, Chris, we need you here, bud, on 4th and 2. Let's see some push. Told Noel Sione in class today that for every pancake that he has tonight, I'll give him a candy bar. Hoping the line can win the battle at the line of scrimmage all night long.
With the candy bar out there, they definitely will.
Extra motivation never hurt anybody. Let's see what we have here. Looks like we're actually going to punt. So we're going to play the field position battle. Riken going to punt it away. It's a short one. Takes a Warrior bounce, though, and is going to pin St. Francis with it inside the 10-yard line. That's exactly what you want to do as a punter, is pin him inside the 10. Nice job there by Jack Riken with a friendly bounce. Shout out to the Rikens who were watching in Colorado. Your guy made it happen for us on that one. Let's take a look at our defense. We've got the Parez brothers on the ends, Johannick over center, Kowalczyk next to him, Jay Callentine on the outside. And in the secondary, Sam Palmer in the middle, Donna on his other side. Karstens is out. It's going to be more Hocker in tonight. Jones at the safety position along with Steve Ryan. So there's your Warrior defense. They're looking to come back and avenge themselves after giving up a score early in the first quarter. Francis picked up a first down on their first run, so they're now looking at a little better field position. Another run up the middle. His fullback was leading the way. Noah Jones met him in the hole, and he's dropped. So gain of about 4 for the Spartans. So the first drive was a lot of passing through the air, only about 2 runs, I believe. This one they're starting on the ground with back-to-back rushing attempts.
What we know for now is that their air travel is really great, but I don't think that their ground travel is going to be as strong as their air travel is. So let's hope that we can stop them at
Let's
there.
hope so. There's another handoff to the right side. He didn't find much. You called that one. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Warrior defense really needing a stop here, because when you play the field position game, what you want is your defense to get a stop so that then you have a chance to take over in Francis territory. 3rd and 2. Parez, Kowalczyk. Other Parez, Seb and Chris, and Johannick on the line of scrimmage. Let's take a look right here at Jay Callentine, number 45. Watch him on this play. I look to see him try to meet somebody in the backfield. Hand up the middle. He's hitting drops. I don't know if he got enough. That's Dan Kowalczyk. He's signaling short. Let's see what the umpire says.
Henry Clement, the ball carrier for St. Francis.
They're positioning.
Taken down by number 60.
And they're going to say he's short. Take a look. Big hit by number 60, Dan Kowalczyk, who held his ground, met him, and dropped him. That's 280 pounds driving their running back into the turf. He's not going to get up after that one the same as he went down. So they're bringing out the chain gang. Let's take a look. If you're watching at home, you got the best view in the house of that one. That looks about 6 inches short. Nice job by the camera crew upstairs. So it's going to be 4th and inches for the Spartans. Let's see if the Warrior defense can get a stop.
Throughout some of the plays that we've seen so far, we see Christian Parez just breaking into their offensive line to get back there and see what he does.
Did he extend over? He got the first down. So, I mean, a great job by the Warrior O-line. 4th and inches is hard to stop. He was hit behind the line. Who made the initial contact? Kowalczyk with the penetration, but he reaches over, and he just got it. So, 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Under a minute left in the first quarter. Warriors looking to continue their dominance on the inside and force the punt. St. Francis's head football coach is Bob McMillan. This is his 2nd year over at Francis. He's coming off a 1-8 season last year, so not the greatest. But with the change of conferences, that's not going to really tell us too much. Handoff up the middle, runs into a line of black uniforms and goes down after a short gain. Francis has 4 returning offensive line members, Connor. I did some research this week and saw that their entire offensive line unit is coming back, so they feel like they have good chemistry. They know their responsibilities, and they know that their #1 job is to protect quarterback Tommy Rittenhouse and to try to create some running lanes for the running back Joe Lang. They're going to let that one expire and talk it over. So when we come back after the first quarter break, it's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Spartans. Don't go anywhere, though, because we have down on the field Gwyneth Hadassah with an interview with Jimmy Paganis. We're going to go live to them now.
Hi, I'm here with Jimmy Paganis. Jimmy, tell me what Maroon Platoon is and if you support all teams.
Yeah, Maroon Platoon is Wheaton Academy's student section. led by a couple guys from the senior class and a couple girls from the senior class. It's a lot of fun. We try to get to as many events as we can, especially big nights like this.
Now you're on your off season right now. Which sport are you most looking forward to?
I got to say I'm most looking forward to basketball. I think we have a lot to prove and a lot to come back for. I got hurt third game, so I'm really looking forward to just playing a full season and competing for a regional, if not winning it.
All right, thanks, Jimmy. Back to you in the booth.
Thanks a lot, Gwen. And that's my guy, Jimmy Paganis there, who looks to have a great senior basketball season. I'm excited for that. And he's one of the leaders of the Maroon Platoon who pulled out all the stops tonight. If you weren't able to make it on campus, you're missing out. We've got morph suits, face paint, goat heads on top of sticks, and it continues from there. The creativity out in full force supporting the Warriors tonight. We're back starting the second quarter. Francis with the only score of the ball game, and they're driving here. Warriors looking to get a stop. Handoff up the middle, bounces off one, being chased. He's hit hard. That hit made by number 20, Christopher Carson's younger brother of Christian. He did a great job forcing the running back out of bounds there.
Gain of 4 on the play will bring up a 3rd down and 5 from the 34-yard line for the Spartans.
There you see the younger brother, Chris Carstens. Gonna really get some pivotal playing time on both sides of the ball potentially as the season continues. Rittenhouse in the gun. Fake handoff up the middle. Looking to throw deep. He's got a man. It's going to be a first down. Sam Palmer was right there and made the hit. But the receiver held on, and that's going to move the chains.
Hit while still in the air, he goes down.
Yeah, acrobatic play on both sides. Brings up first down. Donna in the backfield. Quarterback shrugs him off. He's looking to run. Steps out of bounds near the first down. Pretty elusive kid. That's a couple times now that he's felt pressure off one side and escaped. Just barely. That one with a gain of 7. St. Francis seems to have a similar offense as we do. They like to spread things out, put wide receivers on either side wide with a lone running back set. Rittenhouse looks, throws left. Obviously a mix-up there in communication as both of his receivers ran out routes and he was looking for a curl. Take a look. Both receivers at the top of your screen right here are going to be nowhere to be found as he just lets it fly. So that's going to be a wasted play and bring up 3rd and short. Ball right at the 50-yard line. Warriors need a stop here so they can get the ball back and try to score. Karstens and Blackman as your corners. Callentine, Donna, Palmer in the middle. And Fabian Alvarez getting some time at safety. Take a look at this replay. You can see a lot of pressure up the middle, but the quarterback found his check down, and he got enough to get the first down. Sebastian Parez in his face, but nobody guarding number 20. He shrugs off one and then gets pushed out of bounds. That's going to be enough to move the chains, though. So far, not really a big play team, but they seem to be executing on what they're trying to do, and they're moving the ball well. Warrior defense needs to make some adjustments here. This is a timely time for a turnover, too, Connor. I'd love to see a pick or a forced fumble coming up soon. Handoff up the middle. He's hit. That's Donna who meets him, and he's not going anywhere. Good play there by number 6, meeting him in the gap, standing him up, and the refs blow the play dead.
See Donna go in there, and then Kowalczyk just finish it up and wrap him around.
With the bear hug. Kowalczyk with the bear hug to finish the play off. Brings up 2nd and long. The moon is out. Stars are out as the sun is now completely over the clouds and we're under the lights here. Perfect weather tonight. Around 70 degrees. Rittenhouse looking to throw. Has a man on the left side. He's hit hard. Ball's out. They're going to blow the play dead. What a great form tackle there by Gerald Blackman. Jay Callentine would have taken that one to the house, but the referees thought it was too bang-bang to count as a reception. Let's take a look at this replay. There you see Gerald. Big hit by him. Take a look at this replay. Wide receiver has no idea. Boom! Ball hits the deck, but it doesn't look like he secured it long enough. Didn't take a step or so, or else that one would have been a fumble. Almost on command, Connor. I need to say that more. Speak it into existence. Here we go. 3rd and long. Rittenhouse rolling left, confused, throws over the middle, has a man. It's caught for the first down. Black jerseys all around somehow. Great vision, and he found his guy. And that's going to move the chains, or is it close? We're going to see. Look at this. Mix up in the backfield, but somehow his receiver escapes, and he floats it over the extended hand of Trevor Donna. That's going to bring up 4th, so it's another 4th and inches. Can't challenge the spot here in high school, but they are going to take a timeout to talk things over. Warriors on the last 4th and inches met the running back in the backfield, but he extended his arm over the plane for the first. Let's see what we have up our sleeve here. If we can get the stop. Thank you for joining us. It's been a great ride so far to start the season. First 5 games of the year at home. We've been blessed. 2 wins to open the season, a loss last week. Tonight against Francis. Next week against college prep before we hit the road for the first time. One more to highlight is that October 4th game. That is homecoming. Make sure you come out. There's some festivities. There'll be food, a great crowd. And then we finish the season off on the road. There it is, the crescent moon, God's thumbnail.
As we said earlier, definitely to watch for Gerald Blackman and Trevor Donna. We've seen them both make some pretty incredible plays, and they're both playmakers on the defense.
That was all you, my man, doing your research. They've already made some highlight plays tonight. There's not been much bigger a play than the one we're about to watch, though. We need a stop. Let's see if the the defensive line, these guys right here, can get the push that they need to stop Francis in the backfield. Looks like they're going to be in the shotgun. I wouldn't be surprised to see a quick out route here. Pull him up the middle handoff. He's got the first down. So he didn't get much, but only needed inches, and that's going to move the chains for the Spartans.
Henry Clement, the ball carrier for the Spartans. Taken down at the 34-yard line of Wheaton Academy, which is enough for another first.
That handoff was to number 23, Henry Plamondon. Apologize if that's not the correct pronunciation. Now it's going to be an empty backfield for the Spartans. Going to the air. Looking. Flag on the play. Throws deep to a man. It's caught. Let's hope that the yellow on the turf is against the Spartans. We'll see. Umpires meeting at midfield. Holding, so it's coming back. I was holding my breath there waiting for the call because I did not want them to have the ball on the 10-yard line. So that play is canceled out. It looks like it's an illegal shift, actually, not holding. So that's going to back them up. They'll get a try again at that one. This game, even though it's early, it's only game 4 for each team. It has playoff implications. You need 5 wins at the minimum to make the playoffs, 6 to be guaranteed. Warriors have 2, Francis with 3. So this game, a big percentage chunk of that playoff push. Rittenhouse looking. He's going to tuck it and run. He's hit and dropped after about a gain of 5 by Christian Karstens. Masa Kasai, number 50, was chasing him down in the backfield, forced him out of the pocket. There you see Masa chasing him down, almost grabbed a hold of the jersey.
We'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 from the 34-yard line of Wheaton Academy.
We know that every game matters for playoffs. We missed the game. We missed the playoffs last year by 1 point, 1 victory, I should say, but 1 point in that victory. Rittenhouse goes deep to the end zone. It's going to be out of play. Rittenhouse takes a shot, slow to get up. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 6. So another 3rd down. The Warrior defense doing a job on the first 3 downs, but Francis finding a way. Ryan and Jones back in at the safety position. Another empty backfield set. Rittenhouse with nowhere to go, just going to throw it up, and it's out of bounds. So a wise play there by the sophomore to get rid of that rather than risk a turnover. The Warriors got the pass rush they needed, and I would call that actually a coverage sack, if anything, because he had nowhere to go. Great job by the top of our defense to take away any passing opportunities that he had.
Over the past few plays, we have gotten to him, even in those throws, and they've all been deep throws as their play calling, so they might change it up this time and go for a run.
Let's see. It's 4th and 6. They're just out of field goal range, but it is one of those where if you go for it and don't get it, the Warriors wouldn't have great field position, so it looks like he's checking the wristband, and they're going to go for this one. Definitely going to go through the air. They haven't done much on the ground. And they called a timeout. I believe that's their 2nd timeout. Can't take him to the locker room, though, and this is a pivotal play for them, so they're going to go talk this one over. Be sure to follow us on Twitter @TheRealWaTV. Retweet anything that you think we would like you to share, which is everything, being honest. So we appreciate the love and the follows. Trying to spread the word. Thank you for your support.
I'd like to give a brief welcome tonight to those of you with FCA Force.
There you see Coach Mikey Swider, the defensive coordinator.
Thanks for joining us tonight on the campus of Wheaton Academy.
Pulling a little Matt Patricia with the Sharpie tucked into the hat. Matt Patricia, famous for the pencil being tucked in the hat. Mikey Swider, also a wrestling coach. We're glad to have him on board. So a big play, Connor, here. 4th and 6. Francis with 4 wide receivers. And the D-up chant coming from the Maroon platoon. Let's get a stop here. Rittenhouse looking, flag on the play. False start, which is going to back him up. We'll take that.
The personnel false start penalty has been called against St. Francis.
So what was 4th and 6 now became 4th and 11. And that makes the decision a little harder for the coaching staff. Do you punt it away or do you go for 4th and 11? I'm sure they're frustrated. You call a timeout, make sure you get the perfect play, and then you can't execute. Surely it's got to be frustrating for them. But not for us, as it's 4th and 10. We're looking for a big stop. Rittenhouse throws. No, he's going to tuck it. No, he is going deep to the end zone. And it's incomplete. There was a little bit of contact, but it was going both ways, and we held our breath up here in the booth. But they did not throw the flag. Rittenhouse feels the pressure, steps up, throws a strike, and it's not a catchable ball either way. So the Warrior offense, with 9 minutes to go, looking to see if we can get something rolling here. Haven't had a chance, really, to do much. The one deep ball to Jones might have been our best opportunity to get in the red zone. Let's see now that we've had 2 looks at the Spartan defense, if third time's the charm here for quarterback Ben Thorson and company. Handoff Staten up the middle, gain of about 3. Waiting for one of those to break. We got to be patient in the run game. Maybe see if we can get a little play action later in the drive when they're least expecting it.
After a game of 2, bring up a second down and 8 for Wheaton Academy.
With Karsten's out, he's elusive. Staten a little different running style. Has a second gear of speed, but a little more of a power guy between the tackles. Wants to go through you rather than around you. Bunch left. It's a pitch to Staten. He's got blockers, but the Francis defense comes through. Unfortunately, it looks like the ball came out, and that's going to be Spartan ball. So a terrible break for the Warriors as Jeremiah Staten fumbles. Ball is ripped out. You can see it there rolling on the green turf, and a bad break for the Warriors.
St. Francis will take over first down and 10.
So as we said earlier, they really do have their defense really does have a nose for turnovers, and that is one that they just pounced on.
Take a look at this angle. You saw it. It popped out right at contact. Great job by our camera crew. Tough break for the Warriors. Handoff up the middle. He's hit and dropped. That was Masa Kasai, number 50, I saw from our end. A little bit of Derek Johannick in there as well. Jay Callentine taking some frustration out on the running back.
Taken down by
Christian Parez in there as well.
Loss of 1 on the play. We'll bring up a second down and 11 for St. Francis.
We need our defense to show a lot of grit here, a lot of toughness. They've been on the field a lot in this first half. St. Francis's time of possession has got to be doubling or tripling our own. Let's see if they can dig deep and get a much-needed stop. Rittenhouse rolling right. Throws up. Throws it out of bounds. Hocker looking to make a break on it, but it was well out of play. That brings up 3rd and long.
And will result in a 3rd down and 11 for St. Francis.
Ball right about where their last drive ended, so out of field goal territory, but probably 4-down territory. So they might not have to go deep on this play. They might take 2 chances at it, chip away. Third and 11, empty backfield. Quarterback rolling to his left this time with Sebastian in his face. He slings it, somehow finds a man. Unbelievable. Rittenhouse pretty much threw up a prayer. I don't think our defensive guys knew where the ball was because it was a floater, and their wide receiver came back to it. So you see he's off his back foot, throws it near the sideline. Blackman a little lost, about a second late, and a nice footwork there for the Francis receiver to keep that in bounds. So first down and 10 as they once again are knocking on the door. There's where the battle happens right there. Let's see if we can get some push. Handoff right side, jet sweep. He's got the edge. There's a flag on the play there. We'll see if it's a holding call on the Spartans. But that play, Connor, looked just like the first one where they scored, where a little handoff right that broke the edge. Let's hope that we get a fortunate break on this one. It is going to be holding on the Spartans, so that touchdown is not going to count. I'm going to try to circle the hold for you. I believe it happened right there, a little late. Tough one to time, but it was on Justin Hocker around the right edge. He couldn't make the play because they had a fistful of jersey.
And will result in a first down and 15 for St. Francis.
So it's a little jet sweep to the right, and he bounces it out. There's the hold. Left hand right on the jersey. Hocker couldn't extend, and they threw the flag. Got to admit, that one was generous, but we'll take every one we can get. Tough part then when Francis goes back and watch film is that he probably would have scored with or without the hold. That's a teaching moment, but a fortunate break for us. Francis has first and long now. 5 wide receivers out. Man in motion. fake handoff, throw deep to the end zone, miscommunication by the QB wide receiver. Receiver stopped and did a hitch. Quarterback looked like he was looking for a hitch and go, and he threw that one to nobody. You can see the wide receiver about 20 yards behind that throw.
Coming out of a tough game and tough loss last week, our defense and our offense especially are really trying to come back and bounce back from that defeat. So we're really going to try and throw everything at them right now so we can stop them from getting this.
No doubt, we don't want to see a one-score deficit turn into a two-score, so this series of downs here is pretty crucial for the Warriors. We're back to the starters here, Palmer, Donna, and Calentine. Christian and Seb Parez, Johannick, Kowalczyk, Jones, and Ryan. Flag on the play. Looks like a delay of game. They were taking too long to get that one. That's going to back them up again. So, take 2nd and 15 and make it 2nd and 20.
It's a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, resulting in a 2nd down and 20 from the 26-yard line.
Second and 20. Sophomore QB Rittenhouse feeling the pressure here. Let's see if the Warriors D can make a play. Where's our playmaker? Swing route to the left. Ball's overthrown. It's going to bring up 3rd and long, which 3rd and long is a recipe for an interception if they try to force. We'll see what they do.
For the 26-yard line of Wheaton Academy.
We have a lot of experience on this Warrior defense. Noah Jones, Stephen Ryan, Gerald Blackman are all in the secondary. They're seniors. Christian Parez, Dan Kowalczyk, and Derek Johannick are seniors. And Jay Calentine is a senior as well. Jay did a nice job, and Gerald. They were breaking on that one. It wouldn't have gone very far, but the ball was overthrown. 3rd and 20. Rittenhouse throws to the left. He has a screen, but he drops it. So back-to-back missteps for the Spartans. That brings up 4th and deep. Let's see if they try to go for it or if they're going to try to punt. This is a well-designed screen. Running back acts like he's going to block, and that's the perfect case of where you try to run before you catch it.
We're really getting to them, flustering their quarterback and their wide receivers, so let's just keep it up.
There's one of the guys doing just that, Connor. He had 10 tackles a week ago. Let's see if he can make a play here on 4th and 20. Trevor Donna, eye on number 6. Rittenhouse looking, steps up, throws, has a man, but Noah Jones reads it all the way and just misses an interception. Beautiful timing. That is going to be a turnover. It's probably better that he didn't catch that, honestly, because we have better field position. We're going to say he did that on purpose. Nice job by the senior. That's all experience. Take a look. Rittenhouse thinks he has a TD, but wait for it, wait for it. Jones
out of the air
to save the day.
Great eye by Jones.
6.5 minutes to play, and we need to put together a drive. We have not gone past midfield in a long time. Hocker in motion. Thorson commanding the troops. Looking, flag on the play. Hocker catches it and is going to be driven down immediately. Thorson signaling, talking to the umpires, because you could tell he was kind of getting his guys in position. He knew at first it was off, but I think he thinks we made the adjustment, and then they still threw the flag for illegal motion. So not sure what we can do there. There you see yellow flying through the air. We need some Thorson to Jones magic or some Thorson to Ryan magic. empty backfield. Trips left. Thorson looking. Throws over the middle to Jones. There it is. Jones hit. Still on his feet and brought down close to midfield. Ask and you shall receive. Thorson to his favorite target, Jones, and the Warriors move the chains. Thorson with pressure throws it over the linebackers but under the safeties. Makes it look easy, but that's not an easy throw to make. Puts it right where only Jones can catch it.
Definitely a college level throw right over the middle, no fear. Straight to Jones with 2 attackers around him.
He's back at it. Throws deep. Has Blackman with a step. Put it where only Gerald could get it. Let's see on the replay. I couldn't tell if it nicked the fingers or not, but almost a big play for the Warrior offense. Gerald had a step, used the speed, just off the fingertips. Tough break for the Warriors on that one. That's the play we need, though. We're knocking on the door. We just need one to bust it open. Once we get this goose egg off the scoreboard, hopefully that opens up the floodgates. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 47. 2 running backs in the backfield. That's Shower at the fullback. Thorson with the keeper. That's a horse. Oh, let's see if they call horse collar. He might not have been up in the neck area. It might have just been around the back, but he rips Thorson down by the jersey. Thorson with a gain of around 5. Thorson going to do whatever it takes to win. He'll sacrifice the body. He was not looking to slide. He was looking to take down as many Spartans with him on that run. You can see it's a designed run all the way. Shrugging off one, still churning, and then wisely diving down at the last minute. Smart play by him. 3rd and 6. Thorson looking, man in his face, throws over the middle. Stanton makes a catch. Great play. Take a look at this replay, ladies and gentlemen. This one hits Staten in the gut, and he sticks it on his thigh pad and gets the first down. Nice job by him. Look at that smile. Jay Boogie getting in the action, trying to redeem himself from that early fumble. He's doing that right now. Take a look. Thorson had to get rid of it. Staten sticks it on the thigh pad, turns it upfield, picks up the first. Now we're talking. Now we're moving. Ball in the Spartan territory. 5 minutes to go. Plenty of time. No need to rush here before halftime. Thorson rolling right. Looking back across the field to Ryan.
There was a flag on the play. Holding on the offense.
That's never good.
There's a penalty flag on the play.
It's going to be holding on the Warriors. Let's see if we have a replay here. I can try to highlight it. They called it on number 22, Jeremiah Staten. Anytime the quarterback rolls out for so long and you have to hold your block, it's difficult. Let's see. Oh, my. If it was on the little shove at the end, then I'd highly disagree. We won't know because we're not on the field, but that's what it looked like because the flag definitely came out late. So tough break. What was going to be 2nd and 10, is now 1st and 22. So 4 downs to chip away. We have to make it to the 30-yard line to get the first down. Thorson looking. He's going to keep it again. Not much. He's churning, though, and goes down after about a gain of 4. So a little more misdirection this game than we've seen in the previous weeks. Staten was a decoy on that one. Ben kept it. Can't tell if that's a design QB keeper or if it is a running option for him. He can either hand it to Jeremiah or take it himself. Clock now to 4 minutes. What felt like a lot of time, now creeping down to 3:59. Not looking as much as we thought. Look for us to go to the air here on 2nd and 20. Thorson rolls right, looking for a man, throws it, and tough throw by Thornton. You don't see a lot of those. Looked like it was out of bounds. Maybe Ryan's cut not as sharp as he would have thought. but that one sailed a little bit. So it's going to bring up third and pretty long, 3rd and 22. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. Steve Tunn, the OC, talking to his quarterback. Tunn spent decades in the Arena League, most recently as the head coach of the Cleveland Gladiators. We're blessed to have him on our coaching staff, both in the football and basketball programs. Let's see what he draws up here with Ben. Need a lot. Thorson looks left, throws to Blackman. What a catch by Gerald Blackman. Thorson throws a dime in between 3 white jerseys. Gerald looking like Jerry Rice, making that grab right over the shoulder. Let's take a look at this replay. Thorson looking, knew the route, caught him on the post over the middle, puts it right over the shoulder. Gerald sticks it to the shoulder pad, and the Warriors knocking on the door. Thorson rolling right, nobody there. Might tuck it and run, is going to. Sidesteps one, spins, and goes down. Great play. Picks up about 8. Clock will continue to tick.
If you remember from the very beginning of the game when we were having our interview with Coach Bowling, he said that he expects to play physical and fast and to hit big plays and start off really fast and to limit their big plays to get our own big plays in. Didn't start as fast as we hoped, but we are definitely picking up the pace as right now.
No doubt about it. Thorson showing off the athleticism on that one. 1st and 10. He did pick it up. Handoff jet sweep. That's Hocker. Cuts up field wisely. Picks up 4 or 5. Nice job by him. Don't want to go backwards on that one. He saw too many defenders in his way, so he decided to cut it up field and get some positive yardage. Nice job by Justin. As the clock continues to tick, this is where you kind of see if you're confident and you know you're going to score, might try to run some clock off. At this point in the game, I think we'll take what we get. Francis hasn't moved the ball well either. So with just over 2 minutes, we have 3 plays to go about 8 yards. Thorson throws, has Blackman, underthrew him, had a gap, had a step or two. That was a nice route. Looked like Gerald kind of stopped on a dime and had kind of a comeback or hitch route, but Thorson threw it a little underthrown.
All FC and Force players, please meet Athletic Director Brad Burton on the sideline.
Take a look. Gerald will be at the top of your screen. The defensive back gave him too much space, but the ball was just at his feet. It's going to be 3rd and 8. Can the Warriors find the end zone? Crowd is loud. Maroon platoon on their feet. Thorson looking left side. Is going to run. He's going to bowl over one guy. Ball comes out. Oh, my.
There's a flag on the play.
They're signaling that it's Spartans football. There's a flag on the play. Let's see who it's on. Holding on the Warriors. So a cacophony of errors on that one. Thorson, I mean, look at the toughness here, lowering the head, but he didn't wrap up the football, and it falls out, and the Spartans pick it up. So terrible break. That's our 2nd fumble lost. We mentioned earlier that one of the keys to victory is we've got to limit the turnovers, and we have not done that so far. Only positive coming from this is that the Spartans are backed up deep. Let's see if our defensive line can take some of their anger out and potentially get a safety here. You know the Spartans are going to either throw a quick play immediately or hand it off right away. Let's see if the defense can bail us out here. Rittenhouse looking to throw right away. Blackman read it all the way, almost picked it. That's what I'm talking about when you pin a team deep like this, and especially when you have a underclassman quarterback. He hasn't been in this situation often. He might make a mistake.
Gerald, as a senior, definitely has the experience and knows how to read their team. So that's not the first disruptive play that he's done to their team today.
2nd and 10, clock stopped on the incomplete pass. Defense have played a lot of snaps in this first half, but we need them for another 2 minutes here. Rittenhouse in the gun. Quick handoff. He's hit. He's brought down. That's going to be a safety. They gave the signal, so the defense comes up big, and the Warriors are on the board. It's not a touchdown, Connor, but we'll take what we can get at this point. We also get the ball back with 1.5 minutes to play. Let's see, who drives that? That's Johannick meeting him. Jay Callentine wrapping up the legs. Big play by our captain over the middle. Derek Johannick. And the Warrior defense makes a great stand. This game is delivered so far. It's been intense. Let's see if the Warriors take advantage of this. All we need is a decent kick return here, and we have big play potential. Thorson to Ryan went for about 40 yards last week. Thorson to Jones, known for their deep ball connections. And the cheerleaders, they're doing a couple push-ups. That's the least amount they'll do all season, huh?
Oh yeah. While it is a little bit of push-ups, we will take it, and they will do the push-ups.
Got to warm up the shoulders either way. Hopefully they'll be doing a lot more in the second half. So with the safety, you can either choose to kick off the tee or to punt. Looks like the Spartans are going to choose to punt this away, not use the tee. It's a pretty good kick. Steve Ryan going to field it, fumbles it, brought down immediately. Tough break. Couldn't secure that, move it forward, so we're just going to take over around the 35. A lot of white jerseys around. He wasn't going to go anywhere, so he wisely just hit the turf. So the offense is back. Passes to Jones and Blackman got us in scoring territory last drive before the fumble. Let's see if with about 100 seconds to play, we can make a move here, Connor. Swing pass to Jones. Get it to your playmaker in space. Jones has room. Sheds one tackler. Picks up the first. That'll move the chains, but the clock continues to tick. Love that play design. Jones, a senior playmaker, kept his vision. Looking for space. That brings up 1st and 10. In high school, the clock stops to move the chains. So a brief hesitation. Now it's going to roll. Thorson looking right, throws immediately, has it to number 2, Steve Ryan, who shrugs off one, stiff arms another before he's brought down after a first. So the clock should stop there while they move the chains. That the Warriors kind of doing a little bit of a hurry-up offense. Steve Tunn and Coach Brad Musso giving the signals. He's got his fingers taped so he can signal them from far in just these types of situations where Ben cannot come over to the sideline to have the exchange. Thorson throws, deflected and out of bounds, stops the clock. Brings up 2nd and 10 with a minute to play.
And we'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for Wheaton Academy from the 38-yard line of St. Francis.
That one just a little overthrown. Steve took a shot in the ribs on that play. 2 wide receivers on either side. Thorson drops, looks left, throws an out route to Hocker. He's hit hard. He makes the catch. Says, get off me to the defensive back who was talking a little trash. And the Warriors will take their first timeout. Take a look at this. Hocker catches it, turns upfield, hit hard, then watch him give the little, dude, get off me. right? I'm trying to get the hurry-up offense to get my team to score. I don't need you making the tackle and celebrate. Nice job there by number 3. Warriors did call a timeout to save some time, just under a minute to play.
Big yardage game there, and we're just keeping going, keep on pushing.
It's 3rd and 3, so we're talking this over. We definitely need to get the first down, but we probably have 2 tries at it. Definitely 4-down territory for the Warriors.
I'd like to also extend a warm welcome tonight to Still Middle School students who are in attendance, as well as students from Wheaton Christian Grammar School and Crone Middle School. Thanks for being here.
For those of you watching at home, don't go anywhere during halftime. We've enhanced our halftime show. We have 2 specific treats for you. One will be a coaching interview with defensive coordinator Mikey Swider just after halftime, before he heads to the locker room. And then we also have episode 1 of WA TV special Ready, Set, Talk, a show where 2 senior guys have a little debate show on some hot sports topics and things going on around campus. So stay tuned for that at a halftime show. Big 3rd down and 3 here for the Warriors. Thorson looking. He's going to keep it, and he's hitting drops. Tough decision there. Looks like it was an option. Could have handed off to Jeremiah. Made the wrong read on that one, but it's 4th and 3. Let's see if Jeremiah had room. I mean, that one's tough. The D-line shed their block. Was going to be tough either way, so 4th and 5, we're going for it. Clock continues to tick. Thorson looking, has time, throws over the middle. Where's the flag? It's pass interference. It's pass interference. Unbelievable. Wide receiver coach Brad Musso is livid on the sideline. Take a look at this, okay? Jones is running for the ball. Boom. Major contact. And that's going to be Francis' ball, so I don't understand that one. Musso getting an explanation on the sideline. Don't know what the decision really is, because you can take a look. We'll freeze it right before the contact. I mean, the shoulder bump right there. Ball is clear. It's a catchable ball. Jones not even able to extend his arms. It's a tough play, tough break there for the Warriors. Looks like Francis going to just take a knee and take it to the house. They're in kneel formation. So that'll do it here at Performance Trust Stadium. Even though the scoreboard looks like a baseball score, it is a football game, and both teams sizing each other up. Both of the first quarters, we're expecting some adjustments to be made and an explosive second half to play. Just a reminder, we're going to go live for our interview. We have Gwen Hadassah down on the field. Take it away, Gwen.
I'm here with Coach Swider. Coach, what are you most pleased with from the first half?
I'm pleased with the way that our guys are fighting. I think they're going out there, got a lot of guys playing. Guys are ready to go, and I'm excited about how they're playing and the excitement that they're playing with and energy.
What improvements would you like to see on the second half?
Execution, execute. When the guys get in there, tackles, dropping into pass coverages, we get ourselves in good spots. We just got to execute.
All right, thank you for your time, Coach. Back to you in the booth.
All right, thanks, Gwen. We'll echo that. Looking for more execution and limiting the turnovers, but we appreciate Coach Swider for his time. We know he's a busy man. As they head to the locker room to make some adjustments, don't go anywhere, as we have an episode of Ready, Set, Talk coming up at some point during halftime. But for now, we'll be back in the third quarter.
Aloha and hello. I'm Jimmy Pianis. Welcome to the first episode of Ready, Set, Talk. I'm here with
Peter Crow. Let's just jump right in here, Jim. Michael Jordan versus LeBron, big bone I've had to pick with you for a long time. Is there any debate at all?
No. I mean, Jordan's just clearly the better player. I mean, overall here. So I don't see there being a debate
Well, that's
at all.
interesting, Jimmy, because I'm looking at stats here that say James 54% inside the three-point line, Jordan 51. Behind the three-point arc, Jordan 32%, James 34. So I'm looking at numbers here, Jimmy. Tell me how the numbers, because numbers never lie.
What's every player's goal? Win a championship, correct? So if you look at the numbers, every year Jordan's numbers go up in the playoffs and in the finals. LeBron's stay the same, maybe go up a little bit, if not go down.
I'm
and then
sure if LeBron got to play against the Trailblazers and a washed-up Lakers team and a Jazz team that was, no good, I'm sure LeBron would have been able to win maybe 12 championships.
Well, this is, if we're talking about playoffs here, LeBron plays the Charlotte Hornets in the playoffs first round, so his numbers should be great.
I can't listen to this.
All right, you know what? Just move on. Wheaton Academy football, big game against rival St. Francis. What's going on here?
I don't think there's any question. I got a 27-7 dub. Jack Reichen making 2 deep field goals, probably over 30 yards. Maybe Steve Ryan a touchdown, Christian Carson's a touchdown.
Let me just look at this really quick. Because after looking at it, I just have to just say I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
Francis is terrible. So let's just move on from that.
Let's just move on from that. Big topic up for debate here, Jim. Should Wheaton Academy girls have a girls lacrosse team?
Plenty of teams in the area do. Geneva, Wheaton North, Wheaton Warville South. But I don't see why we can't be next. I feel like we have the right school for it. So maybe we'll see.
I agree. I think 95 girls teams in the state already. Wheaton Academy loves to compete at the highest level. We got physical girls soccer, girls powder puff, volleyball. I know, Sophie Lindquist, maybe AC Hardy, they'd love to compete in some lacrosse.
We'll just have to wait and see for that. All right, moving on to the MLB, the Cubs. Will they win the World Series?
My heart says yes, Jim, on this, and let me tell you why. With the addition of Daniel Murphy and Cole Hamels, NL Pitcher of the Month last month, I can't see how Cubs, top team in the NL, don't win the World Series.
That's fair. I think the NL is theirs to win or lose, but the AL is what's scary. You got Boston with over 96 wins. You got Houston with 86 and New York with over 87. So that's just tough in the World Series, Jimmy, to get
because
over.
I am so sick. I'm sick and tired of you talking about the Red Sox. The Red Sox choke day after day in the playoffs, night after night in the playoffs. What do you have to say about that?
This year they have plenty of talent. They got J.D. Martinez just crushing the ball, hitting homers. They got Mookie Betts hitting well for average. They have all the talent there. I just think if they pull it together, it's going to be hard for the Cubs.
All right, we'll just have to see, I guess. Let's move on to a more important topic. Boys soccer starting the season off 7-0, hot start. Can boys soccer make a deep playoff run just like last year?
For sure. I think they can. 7-0 start, like we said, big wins against Batavia and Geneva. I think they're doing everything right here.
I want to agree with you, but I'm looking at big names they lost last year. J.D. Gunn, Owen Hardy, Grayson Harris. Big shoes to fill with J.D. Gunn especially, size 13.
I think they're doing everything right. Last week they were ranked 6th in the state. Incredible. Seamus Kilgallen is just killing it, and Jack Kilgallen has over 10 assists. I think they're doing everything right here to make that run.
I guess, we're just going to have to wait till the season goes forward. This has been Ready, Set, Talk. I'm Peter Crow.
I'm Jimmy Paganis.
Catch you on the flippity flip.
All right. Welcome back. Just under a minute left before we kick off the second half. I want to bring you some scores from around the league. Some exciting high school football action happening all over the state. But here locally, Montini is up 41-0 at half against St. Joe's. So a blowout there. Wheaton North and Lake Park are knotted at 0 at halftime. So no scoring happening there. And then a very interesting score for us in particular, a conference matchup between Bishop Mack and ICCP, who we lost to last week. Bishop Mack leads at half, 14-0. They are shutting out ICCP, and I heard that Bishop Mack also shut out Riverside Brookfield last week, 60-0. So Bishop Mack looking very strong in our conference. We go there in a couple weeks. That'll be a tough game, which even makes this game here tonight even more important for us when it comes to playoffs. So don't go anywhere. Both coaches taking their time at half to make their adjustments. The Warriors are going to start this one on defense, looking to get their first touchdown early and take the lead and never look back. Jack Reichen to kick. It's a boomer, fielded at the 10. Lots of space. He hits a hole. He's still running. He stumbled at midfield, or else he would have been gone. So that is number 7, Joseph Lang. They call him Mr. Everything. He had a few jukes there that were very impressive. Thankfully, he stumbled and went down around midfield. So great field position for the Spartans. One of their playmakers coming through when they needed him. Let's see if the Warrior defense can make a play of their own here. Rittenhouse drops, throws deep right side, has a man, but it's overthrown. Ball hits the turf out of bounds. 2nd and 10. So to give you a scoring recap, Francis scored early in the first quarter to take the 6-0 lead. The extra point was blocked. Then both teams just exchanged battle around midfield, a couple punts, a couple turnover on downs, a couple turnovers. And the Warriors eventually pinned St. Francis back on the 5 and got a safety on the next play to get our only points on the board. Rittenhouse rolls right. He's going to tuck and run. He's got space. Spins out a 1 and then is driven down to the turf right at the first down marker. Let's see where they mark the spot. Gerald Blackman spins him around, and then Trevor Donna finishes him off. Gain of 8, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Definitely shows you that teamwork that Wheaton Academy has been using and utilizing in their past games.
Big 3rd down conversion for the Warriors here. Let's watch our defensive line, see if we can get some push. Quarterback has room to run. He's going to run again and dive for the first. So from my eye up here, Connor, it looks like the St. Francis O-line does a good job of pinning our edge rushers on the inside, and it seems like Rittenhouse has space around the corner. I'd like personally to see the Parez brothers try to come around the end and force Rittenhouse to step up in the pocket and make a throw under pressure. He seems comfortable rolling either way. Love to see him stand tall and throw a strike with Johannick and Kowalczyk right in his grill. Quick out route right side. It's caught. He's hit by Donna and dropped. Gain of about 6, though. Big hit by number 6.
Rittenhouse's pass is complete to 23, Linden. Taken down by number 6, Trevor Donna of Wheaton Academy. Gain of 8 on the play. Will bring up a 2nd down and 2 for St. Francis from the 25-yard line of Wheaton Academy.
That pass play completed at number 23, Henry Plamondon, who's had quite a few receptions in the first half. One of the favorite targets of QB Rittenhouse. Throw back to the right side, just out of the hands of the intended receiver. Great job there by Gerald, seeing what the quarterback was trying to do, making a read and putting the pressure on. You can see Gerald's backpedaling, but a quick change of direction and makes a break on that ball to force the quarterback to throw the ball too far to the right.
If you notice throughout the game, we've been seeing a no-huddle offense from St. Francis. Now, this is a very challenging part of the game, so it can lead to that confusion that we were seeing earlier, but it is definitely something that'll give them a little bit of an edge.
Throw to the end zone, off the stretched fingertips. Almost a big play for the Spartans. Nice job by the safety, Noah Jones, to get in there and disrupt that ball. There's one where Rittenhouse put a bit too much air under it. There was a little bit of daylight, but good job with the closing speed there by Jones. Brings up 3rd and 2. Callentine in coverage. Palmer standing over the middle of the defense with our 4-down lineman set. Palmer's going to blitz. Jay Callentine goes and makes the tackle. Great job, but I believe it's going to be enough to pick up the first. It is.
Rittenhouse's pass was complete to number 17, Zach Radel. Tackled by Wheaton Academy's number 20, Christopher Carstens. At the 19-yard line, which is
Francis threw the wide receiver screen immediately, just trying to get it to a playmaker in space. He picked up enough. They only needed 2. He got about 4. So the Spartans in the red zone. QB looking, steps up in the pocket, signaling downfield, is going to tuck it and run. He gets out of bounds after about a gain of 7. So once again, good coverage by the Warriors. But Rittenhouse showing some speed, gaining 7.
They're gaining yards right now. It seems more by tucking and running or just giving a pass. But the air travel has been slow for this second half.
So hard to stay on your man for so long when you have a quarterback who can elude the defensive line. He's going to throw that one away. Nice job. That's Trevor Donna, number 6, right in his grill. Rittenhouse just says, I don't want any part of that. Take a look. Donna going to come around the edge on the blitz. Nobody picks him up. He times it perfect. Rittenhouse said, I want to live to die another day. 3rd and 2. Field goal range for the Spartans. Lone running back in the backfield. It goes to him. He's hit and dropped. I think he's going to be short. We'll take a look. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. Let's see where they put the ball. That's going to be 4th down. He's short. So another 4th and inches. I believe this tackle is made by number 61, Sebastian Parez. He wraps him up. Nice tackle by him. And it's 4th and short again. Francis huddling up to talk things over. Big play here. They're going to go for it. Let's see if we can get the penetration that we need to shut this down before they get rolling. Looks like a QB sneak. It is. You could tell from our angle just the way he had his back foot planted that he was looking to just take the snap and plunge forward. And he got enough for the first. You can see here, watch his footwork. He's got that back foot ready to just snap and drive, and he did.
At the 8-yard line, that's enough for St. Francis, 1st down.
So Francis now 1st and goal from the 8. 4 downs to score. The Warriors, 4 opportunities to try to get the ball back. Handoff up the middle. Gains about 4, so some positive yardage there on first is going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 2. That's Henry Plamondon, who looks like he's limping off. That's one of the playmakers for the Spartans. There you see him exiting the field. We hope he's all right. Brings up 2nd and goal. Christian Parez, Sebastian Parez, Derek Johannick, Masa Kasai, your 4 down linemen. Donna Callentine and Palmer in the middle. Callentine with the blitz. QB rollout right. He's got space. He's going to trot that one in, high stepping it actually for the score. So Francis going to tack on another 6, push the lead up to 12-2 as they send on the extra point team.
Not the greatest start to the second half, but it's what we got. So we're going to work with it, and we're going to get past it.
Feels similarly to the first half. Francis methodically driving and scoring. Nobody keeping an eye there on Rittenhouse. Extra point try is up, and it just squeaks through. So the lead is 11. Makes it a 2-touchdown lead now. So the Warrior offense needs to dig deep, and there's plenty of time left in this game, but we do need to start putting together some momentum, put a touchdown on the board, figure out a way to chisel away at this St. Francis defense. There hasn't been much in the middle of the field. Interesting to see if we try to just get the ball out in the flats and let our guys make some plays, or if we look to do some more read option, some play action. Thank you for watching, tuning in. Be sure to follow us on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Wheaton Academy ORG. Send us to friends and family who you know would enjoy supporting the Warriors. Only have a few home games left, so we have a blast doing it. We appreciate your support. Kick fielded by Blackman. He's brought down pretty quickly around the 20-yard line. And the Warrior offense trots on the field.
Taken down at the 23-yard line of the Warriors. Tackle was made by number 8, Marcus Ingold of St. Francis. Wheaton Academy will take over first down and 10.
Ben Thorson and company trot on. Micah Nichols, one of his wide receivers. Steve Ryan. And Noah Jones on the left. It looks like Jay Callentine going to take some snaps in the backfield. He stands next to Thorson at the running back position. It is a handoff to Jay. He has no room to work. Got brought down pretty quickly. So Jay Callentine with his first carry of the ball game. Francis D-line getting to the backfield pretty quick on that one. Callentine will check off as Jeremiah Staten checks back into the huddle. Thorson in the shotgun. We need to move the ball here. He's looking. Throws it deep on the post to Noah Jones, and either way, catch or no catch, it was going to be out of bounds. So that brings up 3rd and long. Just not a lot of space out there to work. Good coverage there by the Spartans. We ran a little out route to Justin Hocker. That wasn't there, so Thorson went to his favorite target. Just gave him a chance to make a play, but the ball was a bit overthrown.
Defensive line definitely has some power on their side, and they're kind of holding us back a little bit, but when we do get those air passes that are deep by Ben, they just go home.
Thorson, lots of pressure. Throws a screen to Jones. He breaks one tackle, still on his feet, gets the first. Great job. What a play. Noah Jones, what a tough kid. Turned nothing into something. That's what we need. It's those kind of plays. There you see number 11. Contact right away, but yards after contact, 5, 10, 12, probably 12 to 15 yards after the initial contact. Noah Jones, gritty on that play, getting us the first down on a crucial 3rd and long. Let's see if that's the play that we need. Take some of the pressure off Ben and the gang. We got more space to work with. Quick throw to Jones. He's going to turn upfield. Flag on the play. Probably going to be holding on Steve Ryan. That's the only thing that it can be on this side of the ball. Let's see if at the very bottom of your screen, excuse me, that's number 8. That is not Steve Ryan. Oh, that was number 2. Sorry, I misread the number. So holding on Steve Ryan, that's going to back us up.
The penalty is holding against Wheaton Academy. Will be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, look right here on your screen. Can't have a fistful of jersey when the umpire is looking right at you, so tough break there. Thorson drops back, man in his face, screen to Staten. Looking to go upfield and gets back the yards we lost. So 1st and 19 turns to 2nd and 10, 2nd and 11, a little more manageable. So looks like we're going to the screen game here.
They've been doing screens all game today, and they've been getting us by, or getting by us. So looks like we're going to try the same thing.
Same offensive line that started the game. 3 wide receivers on the left. 2nd and 11. Francis in their traditional 4-3. Low snap. Thorson throws deep, has a man. It's caught. Justin Hawker. Big play. Perfect play design. Number 3 found himself open, and his quarterback found him. Big play by Justin. Thorson throws a perfect spiral right in the chest of Jay Hawk, who gets pushed out of bounds, and the clock stops. Big play for the Warriors. 1st down, and we're knocking on the door. We need an answer here. Thorson up the middle to Staten. He's hitting drops. Not much on the ground game. Christian Carson's reminder, started the first 2 games. He's out with a shoulder injury. We are missing him tonight. Just an elusive guy, Karstens is. Hard to tackle. The Warriors trying to figure out something on the ground, but it's just not happening so far. Thorson play action, throws a quick out route to Josh Shower, just off the fingertips, and that's going to bring up 3rd down. Thorson went to his safety valve right away. That was Shower, because look, on the replay, you see a white jersey right in his grill. Had to get rid of it. There was a case. It was our turn to run before we catch. It's tempting. You see the end zone before you secured the ball. It happens to everyone. 3rd and 8. Big 3rd down for the Warriors. We're probably in 2-down territory here where we're going to go for it on 4th. So we just need some sort of positive yardage here. And it is an important play, enough so that Coach Thornton wants to talk it over. So you don't like to see timeouts go that early in a close game, but at a 3rd down and 8, excuse me, where we're looking to score our first touchdown of the game, you have to do what you have to do.
Definitely some big plays in this last series of downs. Just getting down there, trying to knock on the door to get into the end zone, and showing it to him.
Yep, there you see Coach Thornton. Football program head, AP English teacher, one of the principals, just a really intense guy. It's his 6th year here. He's got a 25 and 22 overall record. Really brought some stability to this football program, a lot of excitement, a few playoff appearances. We appreciate all that he does here at Wheaton Academy. So here we go. Coming out of the timeout. Let's see what we have here. The Maroon Platoon trying to get us some momentum. It's 3rd and 8. Let's see what we got. Thorson looking, throws deep over the middle. It's picked off. Not the play that we wanted there. Looked like the middle linebacker read that one all the way. That's number 20, Clay Gorski.
Taken down by Justin Hawker right over there.
So Thorson was looking for Jones, but I don't think he saw the free safety who was able to step in that throwing lane and take over. So there's our 3rd turnover of the ballgame. That one hurts. Time for our defense to come up big, as they have done countless times tonight. They've been on the field a lot. It's a nice job, good closing speed by the Warriors. That was a collaboration of linebacking play there by Sam Palmer and Jay Callentine.
Big flag on the play.
There is a penalty flag on the play.
Interesting, I didn't see the signal. The word that I'm getting was unsportsmanlike conduct. I didn't hear a number. But that's going to be a 10-yard penalty and a 1st down, so that one's huge. Didn't see what number it was on.
The penalty was for unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Wheaton Academy.
Let's take a look at this replay.
It's a 15-yard penalty.
I don't know. Maybe there was some extracurricular after the play. I wasn't able to see it. You saw the ball spinning on the turf. That was an incomplete pass. It was not a fumble. Interesting call there. Rittenhouse rolling out left. He's going to throw. There's a flag on the play, thrown right at the line of scrimmage. Might be a hold that's going to just back him up another 10 yards. Kind of negate the offensive foul, or the personal foul. It does. So let's back them on up. So they move 10 yards for the personal foul. They back up 10 yards for the hold. We're back where we started.
Kind of starting to get that penalty fever again.
You're right. Let's hope it doesn't turn into last week.
The penalty is for holding against St. Francis.
Both teams are battling. Once your body and mind start to reach that exhaustion point, makes focus that much harder, and that's where you start to see the careless and sloppy play.
For the Spartans from their own 31-yard line.
So it's 1st and 24. Handoff up the middle, hit, and so 1st and 24 turns into 2nd and 22. That tackle made by Derek Johannick.
Taken down at the line of scrimmage by number 52,
Derek Johannick down. There is our trainer, Rochelle Blakely.
We'll bring up a 2nd down and long. There's a timeout on the field.
Looks like it's going to be a cramp on that right calf. They've been battling. I think I saw Steve Ryan cramping earlier as well. So
we're lucky that it is hopefully only a cramp, because he has been getting battered in the past few games. So any point we don't know if he's going to, if it's not going to be a cramp anymore.
You're right. He doesn't want to miss time, though. He rarely misses plays, injured or not.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. If you have a lost set of car keys, if you could bring those to the press box, that would be great. Once again, if you have found a set of car keys, please bring them to the press box. Thank you.
But Connor, you know how to fix cramps, right? Have I told you the secret? Secret sauce? You just eat a packet of mustard. Does it right away. Cramp gone in 30 seconds. It's not the tastiest trick, but it does work.
You know, I think I'd just rather stretch it out. I'm not a fan of mustard.
All right. If you want to be in pain for longer than you have to, I understand. So during this little delay, I'm just kind of surveying the crowd. The Maroon platoon still on their feet. They are just begging for the Warrior defense to make a big play here and give them something to cheer about. There hasn't been a ton to cheer about so far, but we are still very much in this game. But we do need to stop here. 2nd and 23. We need to get the ball back. Rittenhouse looking, steps up in the pocket, throws deep, has a man. It's overthrown. Thankfully, we put some pressure on the Warriors, or excuse me, on the Spartans, and he overthrew that. 3rd and long. Christian Perez, that's number 70, Josh Friedland getting into the mix. But somehow the wide receiver did slip away, and fortunately for us, the throw wasn't there. It would have been a big gain. Be careful waving that flag. Looks like we almost took a head off up in the Maroon platoon. They're getting loud because it's 3rd and 23. Rittenhouse looking, throws deep, has a man, and he makes the catch. That was number 4, Ryan French. The ball was put where only he can get it. He reached out and secured that one. So a back-breaking play there for the Warriors defense.
Almost looked like for a second there he was not going to get the catch, but at the last second he managed to grab onto it.
Yep, ball was thrown way out in front. He ran underneath it. Had a few steps on our cornerbacks there. We got lost on that one, and they made us pay. Quick out to the right side. He cuts it upfield. He's hit by Noah Jones, but he stays on his feet. Gain of about 6.
Taken down by Wheaton Academy's Noah Jones at the 28-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play will bring up a 2nd down and 6.
So what's given our Warrior defense trouble seems to me to be the elusiveness of Rittenhouse to kind of extend the play. I mean, think of quarterbacks in the NFL who do this, like a Russell Wilson, who can kind of scramble and give their wide receivers just enough time to get open. Rittenhouse seems to do that. It's given us issues. He hands off the jet sweep to the left. He's got space. Christopher Karstens wraps him up, does a nice job defending his position and not giving him the edge over there on the left side.
Taken down by Wheaton Academy's number 20, Christopher Karstens at the 21-yard line. The gain is enough for a 1st down and 10 for St. Francis.
Clock continues to run here. That was enough to get the 1st down. Hand off right side. He's hit and drop. That's Jay Callentine who wraps him up around the legs, makes the tackle. Jay's been all over the place tonight. Jay plays the outside linebacker position. Sometimes he lines up in coverage and guards wide receivers. Sometimes he's blitzing, and he's always trying to stop the run. But if you're trying to keep an eye on 45 tonight in black, good job keeping up with where he goes. He's everywhere. Looks like he's in coverage on this play. 2nd and 8. Warriors need a stop. Rittenhouse looks left, rolls right, throws up to the middle. And it's just out of reach of the receiver. St. Francis sideline wanted defensive pass interference. The wide receiver is down. We'll take a look on the replay and see where the bump happened.
And the result of the play will be a 3rd down and 8 for the Spartans.
Ball was pretty high. Don't think it was catchable. There was a little bit of contact in the back. Nothing intentional. I mean, nothing major, but we hope he's okay as he's getting attended to on the sideline. So stoppage of play for the injury gives both teams a chance to huddle on their sidelines. With a minute to go in the 3rd quarter, Warriors starting to feel backed up, starting to run out of time. We can't let this Spartan lead get much more than what it already is. It's already 2 scores, so the most we could give up realistically would be a field goal. That would keep it a 2-score game. So we need our defense to come through once again.
The gameplay throughout the game has been pretty clean so far. Not too many injuries. We had that one cramp, but I think that was the first one that we weren't so sure of. Hopefully it was just the wind knocked out of him. We have said in previous games that the players often play hurt and not injured. So
yep, hurt.
That's all it is.
You're right. We can deal with hurt. We don't want anyone to be injured. 3rd and 8. Quarterback Ben Thorson pacing the sideline over here on the Warrior end, cheering on his defense. Rittenhouse escapes. He's still looking, Throws it up in the end zone, has a man. Did he come down with the catch? He did. Wow. That's an unfortunate break for the Warriors. It's exactly what I talked about.
There is a flag on the play in the backfield.
Yeah, it's going to be for excessive celebration, so that's not going to take away the score. Rittenhouse eluded the pressure, throws a Hail Mary heave, and their receiver made the play. I mean, we had 5 black jerseys around him, but the 1 white jersey came down with it. Unfortunate break for the Warriors there. Good play by the Spartan wide receiver. Score now 19-2. St. Francis looking to tack on the extra point here to push it to 20-2. I mean, that throw had a lot of air under it. Not many black jersey defenders were close to the wide receiver, but we all made a break on it and just couldn't get there in time. That one's tough to watch, Connor, because you see it floating almost like it's in slow motion, and we just couldn't make the play. We couldn't bat it down. Extra point is up, even though the snap was bobbled slightly, and it's through the uprights. So 20-2. Score is now 18-point lead, which is a 3-score lead. So Warriors need a touchdown, Connor. There's nothing else. There's no way to beat around the bush here. We need to score, and we need to score quickly. 2 touchdowns and a field goal would do it. So we have to start with 1. Offense hasn't moved the ball very efficiently. A few big plays kind of big chunk plays have been most of our yardage, but we have to get tough and battle. See what we can do.
Most of our yardage gains have been by air, as we have said before, but they just keep trying to go by ground, and the defensive line just keeps getting in there and stopping them like a wall.
Yeah, not getting much push on the offensive line. You saw a little bit there. Francis feeling themselves on their sideline, rightfully so, with this big lead. Let's see if the Warriors can shut them up a little bit on this drive. It's time to make a statement. We have a lot of experience on this offensive line. Let's see how we handle some adversity here, down 20-2, still with a full quarter to play. But this drive will tell us a lot about how this game is going to continue. Just got word, it looked like at the end of the 3rd quarter that Mike Cortez did see some action. which means he was cleared from the concussion protocol. Actually, take that back. I think we were mistaken on that. I apologize. I am the one who's mistaken on that. We are going to interview Mike Cortez on the sideline, so he is going to see some camera action, just not going to see some on-the-field action. So at the third quarter, we're going to be down with our on-field reporter for tonight, Gwyneth Hadassah, and she will interview Mike Cortez, who is out for injury. Cortez's, if you're watching this, I apologize. Your son is not on the field. He's safe on the sideline, and we will interview him at the third quarter's end. Big return there by Steve Ryan. Gave us good field position. That's what we need. Not sure exactly what the signal is. Looks like it was a referee timeout. Steve Ryan's shorts on that last tackle, his pants were up over the knee. They wanted to make sure he took care of that, lowered the pads. He'll get out there on the next play. Swing route to Hocker. He makes the catch, looking for space. Hit hard and brought down. Not much room. Gain of maybe 2.
Tackled by number 7, Joseph Blank of St. Francis. Gain of 2 on the play. We'll bring up a
Trying to use their sweep tactic there, but caught in the act.
We're going to run one more play in this third quarter. 2nd and 8. Many of our guys play both ways, especially on the line. So they're battling. Thorson drops, has plenty of time, throws over the middle to Hocker. He's got it. He turns it upfield, turns on the Jets, and he's going to score, baby.
First Wheaton Academy touchdown there. We had said at the very beginning of the game, watch for Justin Hocker, and he just took it home.
Hocker, that's probably his 6th reception on the night. As Thorson was dropping back, you heard the horn sound at the end of the third quarter. And what was a 12-score lead, what was an 18-score point lead is now down to 12. Jack Ryken getting his first action. Going to kick this extra point. Looks like they are going to kick it before the quarter's end. Thorson with a beautiful pocket. Hocker beats his man, cuts upfield, and gets his first touchdown of the season. Ryken's extra point streak on the line here. It's good. So the Warriors with a quick strike. And don't go anywhere because we're going to head down to the sideline where we have our on-field reporter, Gwen Hadassah. Down to you, Gwen.
Hi, I'm here with Michael Cortez. Michael, what's keeping you off from the field tonight, and when can we see you on the field again?
Well, unfortunately, I suffered from a concussion last week Friday. I'm hoping to be back Monday and bring the effort I can to the team next week.
All right, so what's your role tonight off the field on the sideline?
Just encourage them off the field, be a leader. When they're getting down, just bring them up and tell them to keep fighting.
All right, we can't wait to see you play again. Thanks for your time. Back to you in the booth.
Thank you very much, Gwen. Mike Cortez, he's a great student, great athlete. I have him in math class. He's just a stand-up guy, great leader for this ball club. We hope to see him back next week. So what a play. Just a recap here while we're kind of transitioning. The Warriors needed a score. Things were looking grim, Connor.
Yes, they were.
But Thorson delivered, and he finds a new target who's been his favorite tonight, your guy from the pregame, Justin Hocker. Picks up his first touchdown of the season, and Ryken tacks on the extra point, staying perfect, Mr. Automatic, and we're now down by 11. Let's see if now the Warrior defense can get a little juice, and we're down by 11 as we've got 12 more minutes of football to play. Don't go anywhere. We've got a game here at Performance Trust Stadium. Kick is away, and it's a boomer. Fielded at the 8-yard line. Looking for space. He's hit and dropped at around the 26.
Hit by number 15, Fabian Alvarez.
Fabian, a sophomore. He's been getting some action at safety tonight to give some breaks to Noah Jones, and Steve Ryan makes the quality special teams tackle there. That was our kickoff team, the Army Rangers. Nice execution limiting the big play from Coach Swider's crew. So let's see what we got. We held run around the edge. He picks up a gain of about 5. We held Francis on the ground last drive, but it was through 2 deep passes in the air. The last one, a kind of Hail Mary flick to the middle of the end zone that scored Francis their 3rd touchdown. Both teams really not able to move the ball on the ground at all. Everything's been through the air. It'll be interesting to examine the stats after the game. We'll give you a recap, obviously, on next week's broadcast. Palmer, Donna, Callentine, Hocker, Blackman, Jones, and Ryan. Rittenhouse looking. He's rolling out right. He's going to look to tuck and run. That tackle made by Masa Kasai, Coach Thornton talking to him, that was a horse collar. Got a hold of the neck. You want to try to bring him down in any way you can. It wasn't a dirty play, but it is just for safety purposes. You're not allowed to tackle someone by the neck of their jersey. That was tough because, I mean, he had a fistful of jersey. It wasn't like he reached in the shoulder pads and really horse collared. Obviously, in game speed, that's hard to see when you're down on the field, but they are going to tag him with the horse collar penalty on that one. Someone's getting looked at over on the sideline. Not exactly who that is. I'm trying to read the number here. Looks like the trainer's working on the knee. That's Christian Karstens kneeling next to him. That might be his younger brother, Christian. Excuse me, younger brother, Christopher. With older brother kind of looking out for him there. That's my guess. We'll keep you updated on that one. Defense needs a big stop. Connor, I can hear your dad screaming from up here.
As usual.
1st and 10. He's going to run, and he's brought to, you got to be kidding me. Coach Thornton is livid.
Crowd is booing, mostly my dad, but the crowd is booing.
And I am going to have to agree 100%. Let's take a look at this replay. I mean, this is a contact sport. And yes, he reaches up. There's contact with the helmet, but it's not a face mask. I'm going to have to disagree on that 100%.
That was from the back, and it looks like he used his arm and not his hand, and he didn't touch his helmet, it looked like to me.
Let's see if we can maybe freeze it with our incredible camera work. It's close. Can't tell if a finger's looped in or not, or if he's grabbing shoulder pad there, because I didn't see the helmet move. So I'm going to say shoulder pad. Either way, I mean, you can brush the face mask. You just can't use it to tackle him. So disagree with that one, but another big penalty moves the chains. Warriors need a stop. Run up the middle. He's still on his feet. He's hit, and he's driven to the turf. That's Jay Callentine with the bear crawl. Good tackle by number 45.
Showing them that we can tackle them without using the face mask or the horse collar.
That was just a perfect timing there. I don't think Derek Johannick expected to be used on that play, but he was on the ground, and Jay Callentine used Derek to upend the running back on that one. 10 minutes to go. Warriors defense cannot afford to let Francis score again. 2nd and 6. Ball is in Warrior territory. Handoff up the middle. He's hit by Sam Palmer. Scoots forward. He's going to be short, so that's going to bring up 3rd and short. The 3rd down conversion for the Spartans has been relatively high. They've done a good job of finding themselves in 3rd and short. For example, this play is 3rd and 1. puts a lot of pressure on the defense when you do that. Gerald Blackman down on the field. The Francis trainer stretching him out. That looks like a cramp. Massaging the calf there. Gerald trying to hydrate. Looking over at our sideline, that was Christian Karstens. Excuse me, getting mixed up. That was Christopher Karstens who was being looked at by our trainer. He was just standing on his own power. She's just continuing to stretch him over there.
Well, maybe they'll take your tip, and they might just happen to eat a mustard pack. You never know.
I know Jimmy Paganis has some in his backpack. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at @TheRealWaTV. You can see different things for our sporting live streams, but also other productions that WaTV puts on around campus. Mr. Hockett and his crew does a bit every week for community time every Monday on campus, time where the whole school kind of meets and connects on announcements, events, spotlights, etc. And his class does a great job doing their news segment, both around the school as well as sports and any current events that might need to be touched on. Looks like Gerald's leg is locking up on him. So he's going to have to, you can see the you can see the calf muscle from here, which means that thing is clamped up. So he's just going to try to get off the field and let that calf relax.
He has done a lot in this game so far, so once he gets better, he will definitely be trying to get back in to do some more.
Third and 1. Tough spot for the Warrior defense. Kowalczyk, Johannick, Christian Parez and Seb Parez on the line. We need some push from them. I would expect a quick out route here from Rittenhouse or a handoff right away. They only need 1 yard. He's talking to the running back here. It is a quick handoff. He gets the first down. We got some good push by the line of scrimmage, but let's see. He squeaks through. Does a good job kind of following behind his offensive lineman. That's Joey Mayer, Connor Schmidt, Jesse Gonzalez on the line for St. Francis with a few others. First down. Clock continues to tick. It's our biggest enemy at this point. We need a stop, and we need it quick. Quick out route. Tackled by who else? Jay Callentine. He's all over the floor, all over the field, excuse me.
Tackled by number 45, Jake Callentine of Wheaton Academy. Gain of 7 on the play will bring up a second down and 3 for
second and short for the Spartans. St. Francis in no hurry. Clock now ticks under 8 minutes. He's met in the hole. That was by Trevor Donna. Big hit. He's feeling that one. Big tackle by Donna.
Heard something clicking there. It may have been some helmet-to-helmet contact.
No doubt about it. Take a look.
Oh, yeah.
Violent hit there. Trevor with no fear attacking the gap, meeting him at the line of scrimmage. There you see Chris Karstens Christopher Carson still getting looked at. His brother standing next to him, wearing the number 7 in the black hat. That's number 23. We've been saying his name quite a bit tonight. That's Henry Plamondon. We hope he's okay.
Helmet has come off.
Helmet came off. I mean, you can see it's a hard hit, and the way that he reacted on the turf after that looked like it could be a concussion, could just be a little bit of a stinger. We hope he's all right. The injury does stop the clock. That play moved the chains, so it's another first down. St. Francis steadily driving up the field as now they're in the red zone. Warriors need to force a turnover here and keep the Spartans from securing any more points. Christian Parez right here on the left end. Let's take a look at him on this play. They're letting the clock tick. They're wasting time. Christian doesn't get blocked, but the run is up the middle before he can get there, and it's a short gain. It's just one of those games where you hope that the lead wasn't pushed too far, because you only have 4 quarters to play, Connor. There's not any more after that, unless we can tie things up. And I'd take our chances in overtime here with our crowd. We need a stop. Each offensive play, they have about 40 seconds. So you start to look at the clock and you look at how many different 40-second chunks there are, and with only 6 minutes to go, there's not that many. So Francis called a timeout there to prevent themselves from getting a delay a game. And that's their first timeout. While we're waiting, we'll take a look at our live stream schedule. Showed you this in the first half, but just want to highlight our next home game next week against DePaul College Prep. We go away to Bishop Mack, which we just showed you that score at halftime was beating ICCP 14-0. So that's gonna be a tough game as we head to their place. And then homecoming against Aurora Central Catholic. So as you start to look at the wins, we've got 2. This one would make 3, and then I'm looking at the games there, and the final 3 we play some tough competition. Riverside Brookfield, we always play tough. Bishop Mack, it sounds like, is stout. So you just start to look at the schedule, and you're wondering, where can we get those 5 wins? They're out there for us, but we do have to execute. They're not going to be handed to us. So continue to follow us, even when we do go on the road. Follow all our social media accounts. Wheaton Academy Football will send updates as well. Support the Warriors.
This game has been a buzz over the school for the entire week, and now that everyone is here, literally every single person that could come is here.
Definitely feels like that. We don't want to leave disappointed, so we need to make some plays happen. There is still time.
Pressure is on.
We have to force a turnover or get a stop. Rittenhouse throws right away to the right side. Another miscommunication with his receiver. Threw it to no man's land.